with the young. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. If you can hear us, please click 96. We're live ready. We're live. Good. So 1 second. Okay. So we are. Okay. Good. If you are able to hear us, please click 96. Good afternoon, everyone. Just going to show our face here a little bit. Yeah. Important to show face. Why not? Today, Wendy got
Yeah,
new hairstyle.
hi.
You can see or not? Okay, Wendy. Hand over the mic to you. Take over.
Thank
Show
you
off your
so much,
hairstyle.
Master KK. Thank you. I hope you guys like my hairstyle. I spent, I think, 4 hours? It was a torture. Anyway, very, very good afternoon to everyone. I'm Wendy, and on behalf of Circle 96 and Corporate Feng Shui, once again, a very warm welcome to our Straight Talk. Today, we are going to do a Feng Shui review on Leedon Green. So before I go on, once again, as usual, I like to actually clarify that we are not paid by any developers and or property agents, nor do we represent any of them. So why are we doing this show? Well, you all know buying any properties in Singapore is a very expensive project. So more than thoughts and energy goes into such a plan. So it is best to maximize all your potential of the property and to minimize any negative impact. Before I bring up my team of masters here, I'd like to once again thank our wonderful sponsor, Renotalk and Sky Creation. Well, by now I'm sure you know, Renotalk is the #1 renovation platform in Southeast Asia. It's a platform for people to come together to talk and engage on renovation matter, sourcing reliable renovation materials, interior designers, and contractors. It is recommended by property owners for all you property owners. Our other sponsor, Sky Creation, is also an award-winning renovation firm who has received many awards in the industry over the years. It is a professionally accredited renovation firm that has garnered many industry certificates for quality and industry best. Once again, let me introduce our master. We have with me Master KK, our modern Feng Shui senior consultant, who at one point doesn't believe in Feng Shui, sharing all the same sentiments as those non-believer. Well, at least not until he was enlightened by his gorgeous wife, Master Sharon Fong, who is a third generation award-winning practitioner, was then Master KK educated, convinced, trained, and became a practitioner himself. Together, they form a professional modern Feng Shui team to help people address challenging issues. Till date, they have over 80 years of experience and audited more than 1,000 properties internationally, creating happiness, health, and wealth for many using modern Feng Shui approach. Let's welcome Master KK.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today we start off by commenting about Wendy's hairstyle. It's a taboo inside Circle 96 to talk about hairstyle. Like I care so much, I don't care actually. It's just like jealous. I'm so jealous with people that got nice hair. Okay, if you can hear me, type 96. I'm always been complained that I'm very soft or very muffled. So today, if you can hear me, thank you very much. I have Lynn. Lynn, good afternoon. Welcome to our Feng Shui review. Again, today I'm going to talk about Leedon Green together with my masters here. And we have so many things up our sleeve. But this time around, we're going to share. We're not going to hold back, okay? And we hope that you make a clever decision when you thinking of purchasing this property or you are going to move into this property. Okay, back to you, Wendy.
Thank you. Well, as you can see, beside Master KK, I have Master Eric. Okay, Master Eric, very sure by now you also know, who besides Feng Shui specializes in divination. He is often addressed as our walking crystal ball. Well, he is a man of also very, very few words, but when he decides to speak, his very sharp and accurate insights and observations will leave many, many people speechless. Master Eric.
Hi everyone, good afternoon and welcome to our Straight Talk. I see you everyone.
Thank you so much. I think that's the longest sentence he has actually presented since I don't know how many donkey shows. Okay, together with the two gentlemen, I have Master Guo. Master Guo, I'm sure you know by now, okay, has a very strong interest in Chinese metaphysics since he was a young child. Though at the time he believes in Feng Shui, he was very skeptical about the Feng Shui masters. More so, especially when he has to spend a lot of his hard earned money on auspicious items recommended and sold by them without understanding the reason why and for the placements and worse, seeing no effects nor improvement as claimed. So since he's so passionate about the feng shui, he himself picked up the skill and knowledge, and very quickly he realized that true feng shui need not spend tons of money on such item, jarring the home decor and wasting precious space at home collecting dust. Let's welcome Master Guo.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. Happy to be here to share with you all Leedon Green. So if you all want to buy this property, right, you must stay tuned because we're going to share a lot of things about this place. Okay, thank you. Back to you, Wendy.
Thank you. Definitely looking forward. So I just need to highlight as Leedon Green is not fully developed nor constructed, master's analysis are based strictly on environmental analysis. So let's not waste time and let's hear about Leedon Green, what the masters have to share. Shall we?
Thank you, Wendy. So all information that is going to be presented in this video is based on a personal opinion of Circle 96 or Corporate Feng Shui Guru. It is liable. We are not liable for any losses, expenses, damage, or illnesses whatsoever relating to the investment decision or Feng Shui implementation made by the audience. The informations presented here are for reference and educational purpose only. Okay. So having said that, a lot of people ask us what's the difference between Feng Shui and modern Feng Shui. Well, in short, Feng Shui basically turn your house into a zoo or a Chinese temple. You need to buy a lot of auspicious artifacts. While in modern Feng Shui, basically, we use what you have at home, your sofa, your air conditions, even your coffee machines to improve your health, your harmony, and prosperity at home. And the most important, of course, is harmony. Okay? So today we are very happy that everybody can hear us loud and clear, and I welcome Benjamin for tuning in today again. Okay, and you have always been a very supportive person. I really like that. Thank you so much, and thank you, Lynn, again. All right, so the very first book that was written by myself and Master Sharon was actually for people who already own a house and want to improve their overall harmony, health, and prosperity. And the book is called Peace of Mind. Okay, and the second book that we wrote is actually for people who want to buy a property like what we are doing now. People who want to buy Leedon Green or is going to move to Leedon Green. Okay, and we want to tell you what are the 7 vital information that property agents are not telling you, are not sharing with you, but they are vital. Meaning to say they affect you. Today we're going to share a little bit more and the details of how we read the floor plans and how we read the map. And because of this, you will learn a bit more. Okay, and like I said, today most people will talk about academic. Now we want to talk about that a bit. Okay, so this was co-written by all the masters during the pandemic. A lot of people are suffering from pandemic and don't know why. A lot of company has a lot of cash flow problem, etc. It's all written there, and you can just refer to them. Okay, and this is written especially for mothers by Master Sharon's initiative, and all the masters chipped into it. We wrote this book so that the mothers can have a better celebration of Mother's Day. Okay, and today we're going to talk about certain health, and this is also going to affect mothers. Okay. And this book is for people who wants to have children to score A's. Okay, and of course we all know Master Charlene, Master Simas here are all people with a big brain. Okay, come from big brain school. My daughters always say we are all big brain school. Okay, so we're big brain school. Okay,
I also A.
You also A, huh?
A for absent.
A for absent. That's a cool one. That's a good one. Okay, so friends who already got a house key and they want to do renovations have a lot of myth. For example, can we have the mirrors in front of our bed? Can we face the door with our legs, etc., etc.? This is our here, the 27 interior design myth. Okay, the moment you stay on tuned to us, the end of the show, we'll definitely pass the link so that you can actually get all this book. Okay, good. Masters, today we're going to talk about Leedon Green. So this is the street directory. I want to comment, thanks our streetdirectory.com. They are the best. So ladies and gentlemen, if you are looking for a property and you want to do a house selection, please log into Street Directory. Why? Because it's precise, it's colorful, and it's up to date. Okay, and Street Directory always give us beautiful colors. I love the beautiful colors. With these colors, we basically can tell a lot of things. Sometimes I wonder whether the people in Street Directory, they got see Feng Shui, because the colors they use are yeah. I tell you, they tell us 1,000 words. Okay, good. You can today we're going to start with the north sector. We're going to go one round, north and then northeast, etc. So today, of course, I want to invite my Yi Si Heng, my Sư Xiong, Master Eric. Master Eric, 你就开始讲吧. Go ahead. Thank you.
Hi, thank you, Master KK. And we start from the north. The north, if you look at the map, it's right on top, and north represents water element. And if you look at it, there's a very big patch of green, at the north area. So this means that the north water is being drained. So what does it signify? It signifies the year 2020, and then you count back the years minus 12, it will be 2008. If you trace back in 2008, if you're in business or in some form of investment, water being drained means there's a lot of money leaking out. There's a lot of things that you paid for and you don't see it. So this is one part of the north that is happening, and closer to you will be the 2020 year. Okay, so if we add 12 more years, what will that be? So it will come again in another 12 years time. So, but it could be in a different intensity. Okay, and one more thing is that whatever that is external affecting you, we do it internally. Okay, we can help you settle internally to ease the issue, to enhance and strengthen that sector. So not to worry, okay, not to be turned off that, I cannot buy this house. No, we don't do that, okay? That's why we are here for. We can help you, right? Okay.
Good. Maybe Masters, you also want to add on the second, the family members that are represented by the north sector.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. North sector also represents the second boy in the family. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you have the first boy, second boy, and then the girl, so it means the second boy. So because then you got to watch more on his so-called performance, because the external wood is always exhausting him. So give him more attention. So maybe he thinks too much. Yeah. So maybe guide him along. Yeah.
Okay, good. The body parts for the north sector, that's something that
would be the kidney. So kidney, it means drain, it means it's weak. So it also results in weak bladder, kidney issues, or always feeling tired. Okay, and then your back area. Okay, I feel the strain too. So take care of that.
How do we improve this? I think if you want to know the result, how to improve this, I think watch our TikTok. Here I'm going to promote our TikTok's account. It will be Circle96. Please go to TikTok and log in. I think we did a video about how we can improve our kidney. Okay, how can we improve our diabetic? Because diabetic is a big problem in Singapore. It's 3:1. Yeah.
Well, if some people say I'm water element, so this water no problem for me.
North element, then how you soak yourself inside the swimming pool? So I'm sorry, I think I'm just be a bit rude. A lot of people ask us, why I have not moved in. You can tell me a few things about myself. You check yourself, like what Master Eric just mentioned. This is not good for the kidney memories and cash flow and things like that. How was your year 2020? Was it a stressful one for you? If it was stressful, bingo, we are correct. So the thing is that we don't need to know you about your bazi. We don't know you. We are using your environment. So environment is very important. Okay, I always tell people this story, and I want to share with you today again. Okay, so the year 1945, Hiroshima was attacked by the atomic bomb. That split second, 45,000 people perished. Do you think they share the same date and time of birth? Impossible. But they share two things in common. They share the number one thing, they share the date of death. Second thing, they share the most common thing, where they share the venue of death. They all died in Hiroshima. If today, back in 1945, we're supposed to be Hiroshima, but we decided to go to Japan, Tokyo for a trip, a day trip, then we would have missed the atrocity. So the venue of where you stay is more important. 1 second, there are 3.5 baby born, right? Some of them are twins, okay? But you realize that even the twins do not share the same health issues, accomplishment, luck, etc., because they are different. Like what Master Eric mentioned, North represents the second sun. The East is represented by the first sun. Okay, so if your North is no good, I'm sorry, your second son, it just happened that it is struggling lah. Okay, so it's not a second child syndrome. It just happened that the second son needs a bit of more activities, more to push, more attention, more love. Correct. Hey, sounds like we all second child.
No.
I'm a second child. Okay, mommy will never love me more. Okay, so right, good. I think you're like what I was sharing. Are you all learning a lot? If you all like to learn more, please key in 96. If we are sharing things that you are benefiting, please also key in 96. Next, we get Master Core. Master Core, please tell us more about Northeast. Something that's really important. Please, Master.
Okay, Northeast, right, represents the third sun.
Okay.
And generally, it also represents children, 小孩子. Okay, so heaven is very fair. God is very fair. Okay, he give you a very bad 2020, very bad north sector, right? But this northeast sector, right? Okay, something good is there. Why? If you all look closely, right, the red color box northeastward, right, there's an MRT station. Okay, so with an MRT station down there, right, generally this sector is pretty strong. So northeast, right, besides representing children, it also represents your shoulder, your back, your nose, and also represents your career. It represents harmony. Then most importantly, right, it also represents what we call this 贵人, 帮手运.
Expensive people.
Yes. 帮手运, helping people hand.
贵人.
Okay, so if you got helpers or you manage people, right, generally it's quite good. Okay, then look at this Spanish village. Even this word village is also like a lot of ren. So if you want to have children, right, with a strong northeast sector, right, generally you'll be more favorable.
Good. If you're doing family planning,
yes.
If you're moving in and need to do some family planning, good for you. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Then of course, like what I say, northeast also represents career. So generally, right, your career shouldn't be that bad. And if I see MRT there, right, probably these 2 years, 2021, 2022, right, you might have increment or promotion. And somehow this is pretty spot on. I spotted quite a number for our customers. Okay.
Actually, the northeast is quite nice because there's a lot of overhead bridges as well.
Yes.
A lot of changes, a lot of opportunities.
Yes,
okay, yeah.
Yes. So generally, career is pretty good. But of course, when the career is good, right, you need to take care of your health. If you tire yourself out every day, right, then, you know, like what Master Eric say, you feel tired. The north sector will have issue. You every day 吃好的, 住好的, you know, later your kidney got problem, diabetes problem, all this will start to come. So what to do? Very simple. You just call 8448-7416. We help you settle.
Wow, straight away do sales really. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for bearing with us for the two sectors really. If you're wondering why are we all the masters keep looking at this side of the screen, because there's a big television screen over here that shows the map. All right, what in front of us is another two more screen and it's kind of small. There's more screen over here. All right, still too small for us. Then we have a big screen right over here. So if you are keep turning our head this way, it's not that we are not looking at cameras or we are rude to you, but because we need information. Okay, what we just did, Master Ko and Master Eric just did was to read the map. Okay, this is like exactly the same thing he's going to do when you go to see a doctor. The doctor reads the X-ray and tells you a lot of things about your health, right? So they are not. They are trained. The doctors are trained. You are not trained. So same thing here. What we are doing is reading the X-ray of the floor plan. X-ray of the map. Okay, by telling you a lot about your health issues, a lot of your current problems or future problems or past problems. Okay, and of course the children's character and etc. So what we are doing here is specialized. It's map reading, just like what we call a house analysis, right? So friends out there, if you are already purchased a house, call 8448-7416 to do a house analysis. We're going to tell you a few more things. Okay? Good. So it's my turn now, right?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Because I'm so nice, I'm not going to talk about hair. So we skip the north sector, right? So
Skip the hairy part.
skip the hairy part. Okay. So we're going to talk about the East. The East represents the year 2011, correct? 13 years ago. It's going to come back again next year, 2023. East represents the first boy. So first boy or second boy or third boy, or what Masters had mentioned, it's like that. Let's just be clear on this. He has to be the firstborn boy. Regardless whether he has 3 sisters above him, so long as the firstborn boy, he's still the firstborn boy. The moment you say you're a second-born boy, he must have an elder brother above him. An elder sister above him does not count. He has to have an elder brother above him. Okay, so same as a third-born son. Okay, third-born son means you have 2 brothers above him before he can be considered a third-born son. Third-born son will be represented by northeast. The second-born son will be represented by north. Again, the east will be representing the first boy. So what's going to happen in the first? Well, I see a lot of green. I like the green part. Meaning to say this boy, first and foremost, he has a lot of friends. A lot of friends, and there's a lot of water element in the east sector. Meaning to say this one, a lot of benefactor. 贵人很多. Okay, he's better with old folks. He's better with senior people, teachers, parents, grandparents. Even his bosses. Very good. If you are not married or you are having still a single child, you're still single or you are no children yet. Okay, if you are born the first boy, you are still considered east. Okay, so if you realize the east side has a lot of a green and water element, that is very good for you. So what are the setbacks? There's 2 sides to the coin. All right. So what are the setbacks? So a lot of water means sometimes a bit lazy, a bit laid back. Okay. A bit late sleeper, like to wake up late and like to go to bed late. That's only probably some of the setback that you want to look into. Okay. That are concerned for the east side. I want to tell you because, sorry. All right, so that's concern for the east side. What are the concerns for the east side that we're going to bring out later in the next slides, in the future slides? Okay, but we want to concern about the. So this is not paying attention. Okay, so we're going to talk to you more about east side. So east side also has one thing that not so good. That will be the bow and arrow. Okay, we're going to bring it up much later. We're going to share with you in the next much later slides. Okay, so east also represent 2023. So I foresee that people moving in by this year end, getting the keys. 2023 is going to be a relatively good year. Okay, having said that, you also need to take care of your liver and cholesterol because of the bow and arrow. We're going to point out to you later. Okay, good. Are you benefiting from this? If you're benefiting from this, please key 96. And I see a lot of people are tuning in already. Thank you so much, everyone, for being very, very sporting. We are trying to do this as much as often as possible, at least once a month, so that we can help you to select a better house. Okay, good. Master Eric, are you ready to talk about the second sector for you, Southeast?
Okay. Southeast is quite interesting. Southeast.
You want to say hello to BL Go?
Oh, hi. Who is that?
I don't know. What people still in, I say hello 96, she's benefiting from it. And just say hello.
Viewers.
Viewers.
Because the word is so small here.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Okay. Good.
Southeast is the wood element. And Southeast represents the first girl. Okay, the first girl, eldest girl. And Southeast in business represents your so-called network, your connections, your so-called marketing. And if you're in business during that period, let's go back 12 years. What is that?
2012,
1, 2, and
1,
3 period. 2012, 1, 3 period. There is good and there's bad. Okay. Let's go with the good thing first. There's this, what is that? Holland flyover. Okay, it means that things are going up. Okay, things are traveling well for you. Okay, in business. But if we look at it, there is also an underpass, right? There's what is it? Farrell
underpass. Correct.
Farrell underpass. What does it mean? Maybe to get to your business, the deals that need to be done, you have to go through somehow unconventional way. Okay, maybe needs to do some under table stuff. Okay, right? Because underpass, yeah, it says there underpass. So you need to under the table pass something over.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, do be careful, but this will come back again in the 2425 period, 2024, 2025 period. So if you are lucky and you just walk away from the laws and it's nothing happened to you, then it's great. But don't try it again. It will happen again in 2024-25 period in business. Okay. So do take care, and this this is the one thing that I'm really concerned about, this underpass thing. Okay. Yeah.
So, Master, tell us, you represent the first daughter, and what are the body parts that you represent for when Southeast sector?
Well, this will be your so-called nerve system, your
Lymph nodes, lymph nodes,
and especially his hair. Okay. Hair.
Okay, so Circle 96, we are so concerned about hair. I think we should just start one hair salon, Circle 96 salon, hair salon. Okay.
And use as an advertisement.
Hello, I think all the money making hair salon, the biggest money making hair salon here also share the same hairstyle as me, huh? Don't pray, huh? Okay. So that's also another concern. If mothers to be, you are thinking to be, you're expecting the first daughter. I think that's also a bit of concern because it's black underpass, black Pharaoh Road underpass is black color. So this underpass we're talking about here, or when it's black in color, like I say, why we like street directory a lot is because they literally color things that are not so good auspicious there for you to see. Okay, so I'm sure there's a master behind street directory. Okay. Okay, so that black underpass symbolize also, like what Master Eric just mentioned, lymph nodes, and then we also know the nerve system, it can also lead to stroke. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, if there's a lot of problems in the family, especially the high blood pressure, which Master Guo is going to share later with you really need to take care of your strokes potential. Okay, and we will share more later when we come to the south sector, huh? But strokes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, don't play. Okay, Master Guo, please take away and tell us more about your takes for this.
Okay, south sector, right?
Yes.
Okay, so if you look closely, the south sector also got this black underpass, because just nice this black underpass, right, cuts into two sector. Okay, so what does the south sector represents? Okay, it represents the second daughter. Okay, it also represents our heart, our eyes, and of course our blood. Okay, I share one real life incident. A few months back, I did an analysis. Okay, it's not only Leedon Green, but happened to be on the Leedon, the green patch on the north there. Okay, so while I was doing this analysis, right, the black underpass falls all onto the south sector. So while I was chatting with the person, right, I asked, did anything happen, or probably you health issue, or do you have any problems with your marriage? Because the south sector also represents relationship and marriage. So the lady was like, everything is okay, perfect. You know, year 2014, nothing happened. So in my mind, I was like, impossible. There must be something wrong. Okay. So as the analysis goes, right, she suddenly halfway, she said, oh, the moment I shift to the Leiden, right, my son actually 看心理医生, because we are speaking in Chinese. So she said, 我的儿子看心理医生. Then I look at her, I was like, didn't I ask you got any heart issue just now? Then she was like, oh yeah, you did. So can you see, this is real. Okay. So you see the black underpass there, right? You know, underpass is like a road. It's like blood vessel. Can you imagine the blood vessel to your heart with a black color, like a clot, blood clot down there? What will happen? Okay, it's something very, very dangerous. Heart attack or stuff like this. Okay, so this is something that, you know, we really have to address over when we do a Feng Shui audit for you. Okay, so how to engage us? You just call 8448-7416.
Do a bypass.
That's very
don't
bad.
bypass us. I think to thank you very much for sharing, Master Core. You know, if you guys benefited from that, please key in GUO. Give Master Core a support. Okay, so GUO Master Core. Okay, so I want to add on to what Master Core shared. I think Master Core did a very good testimony. We are all working masters. We don't just sit around and not do anything. We actually go down to the job site. We go down to people's office and house. We also see Feng Shui. So what we tell you are not just theory. So I just did one 3 days ago. I think Wendy was 3 days ago. Yeah, well, I need to check with Wendy's my schedule. 3 days ago, there's a black underpass in the north sector. Right, north sector running across to the north to northeast, and I asked a person, the customer, was there anything terrible that happens in the year 2020? And without missing a beat, she says, "Yeah, my husband got depression." Okay, and you must understand they are doing very well. They are staying in landed property, moving to the landed property, but the underpass is in the north, running to the northeast sector. She says it's quite a setback for them. It's quite a big hoo-ha for them. And I recall very clearly the very first time when I was learning my Feng Shui, you know, under the understudying Master Sharon, we have one client who had the underpass running right at the northeast sector. Okay, and right off this sector, and we asked her anything bad happened that year. She says, yeah, she actually fell from the lift. The lift actually crashed, and then she broke all the rib except one. So yeah, that was hospitalization issues. So, ladies and gentlemen, anything with the black color underpass is not so good. I'm going to share with you how it does look like in the Google Earth. Okay, this is given by us by Google Earth, and thank you so much, Google Earth, for doing such a wonderful job. And this is the black underpass. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it can be resolved. Okay, but you must know how to resolve it. Okay, it can be resolved, but you must know how to resolve it. The place where we are talking to you now has 3 underpass, 3 black underpass just around our corners, right, at this location. But because we know how to address it, unless you know how to address it, you have to be careful. Okay, I think what Master Core mentioned just now, which the client say, "Hey, I've forgotten," or whatever. It's how you want to address it. The first and foremost important thing is that do you want it to be addressed? All right. Second thing is, are you in a state of denial? A lot of people are in a state of denial.
Yes.
Okay, and that's really bad for you, okay, because you're not talking about just yourself. You're just talking about your family. So I distinctly remember I have a client, not a client, not even a client. We're just talking about Feng Shui, trying to tell her or him and her and him more about the Feng Shui. So the wife actually contacted us, and then we set up a meeting with the husband and things like that. So from the reading, we could tell that the first two boys are going to have some medical issues. Okay, and when we asked them, spot on. They did have some medical issue. The 2 children, young children, they're not even going to school yet, you know. But because we were spot on, the husband got a bit defensive. I said we should try to prevent this from happening again. What I just mentioned, masters, you know, masters, 12 years a cycle, you'll come back again. And he was in a state of denial. He told me, "Okay, with him, operation with him." I said, "Yeah, given a choice, would you want to go through the operation or you don't want to go through the operation? Why you so ngan so stubborn? You want to play with people?" So I was just talking to I went hiking this morning at 7 o'clock in McRitchie, you know, and then someone was telling me, you know, there was crocodile spotted in McRitchie. I don't know why people are still going the canoeing. Or I say just people just in a state of denial. They always want to be, you know, the first person to hit the newspaper. So yeah, close to nature. So don't play with nature, Mother Nature. You cannot play with Mother Nature. You cannot play the environment. The environment is everything. You know, like for example, the tsunami comes. I don't care you're the prime minister or you're the Jet Li. You know, you are the kung fu master. Tsunami comes, you will be wiped out. Okay, and if you know Jet Li, he experienced tsunami, and that changed his life totally. Okay, so please do not play a fool with environment. Okay, having said that, I think we covered all the 6 sectors. Actually, all the first half of the sectors, the north all the way to south.
Maybe to add on
Yes,
to
master.
South, another case that I've seen is that South also represents the relationship. Okay, and most likely, okay, between husband and wife, there will be some 地下情. Okay, yeah, that has been proven. Okay, Yeah, by reading this, one of my clients, I asked him, back then, I don't know, were you having an affair or currently are you still having an affair? He told me both.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
At least he's honest.
He's honest, correct. That's right. Women. Okay, if you are thinking, you worried now. First and foremost, when South has problem,
Call
okay,
8448-7416.
yeah, okay, and South represents relationship. Okay, and true to what Master Eric just mentioned, when we see this, the South sector, it's going to create a lot of problems for relationships among spouse. Okay, good. And we're going to share more for fan club people only I'm sorry. Okay, good. Now a bit of 广告时间, going to be a commercial time. This is a physical workbook. If you are looking for a house, I really want to promote this workbook for you. It's so important because it's all created by our masters. We took a long time, not just because it took a long time, because it's the first and only one in the world to help you select a house very easily. All right, this workbook basically guide you step by step, tell you which sector to plot, like what we just did on the screen just now, how to plot the sectors, what degree to what degree, and then inside the workbook will tell you what to look out for. Okay, what buildings to look out for, what colors to look out for, and by looking out for them, what are the consequences if you find them in those sectors, and how many of them, how many times did it appears? All right, so you can mark it out, and then through this marking, you know what are the scores. If your house is above 4, you have to worry for that sector already. Okay, and what are the problems you need to worry? For example, the north sector, which ear are not good for you, which body parts are not good for you, what are the illnesses, and which family members are not good for you, are all spelled out in this workbook. This is a very good workbook. Okay, I'm proud to say we are the only one, and I think so far no one dares to share all these secrets with you, and we are sharing these secrets with you. Okay. Feng Shui masters are not author. We're not son now. We're not author. We don't see the author. We actually go out and work. Okay.
It's a very simple guided book, so to follow and apply. So if you follow it carefully, I think you will be like so-called junior Feng Shui master.
Well, okay. Now you hear from the man. My 二师兄 literally tells you already. Now, how much is this book going to be, and things like that? Well, basically, this book for the first 20 people purchase it at $47 with 30 minutes of house analysis. Okay, 30 minutes of house analysis, not house selection. House analysis means we talk about your current house. Okay, if you have purchased Leedon Green, yes, we can tell you more about Leedon Green, but you must have already purchased. If you are thinking to purchase, then it's house analysis. You cannot use a house analysis. Okay, let's just be fair over here. So you also get the book plus friends who are already looking for properties, because property market is boomtown Charlie now. You want to select the best 3 properties for you, we will tell you how to do it. And our price is actually pretty expensive, to be honest with you, because it is $2,000 over now. Okay, now why is it so expensive? Because you're paying $1 over $1 million for the property. You don't want to play a fool with your property, because the moment you play a fool with your property, you're like Hiroshima. Remember, you are the wrong place.
Petrol went up,
Yeah.
electrical went up, water went up, sugar went up.
Yeah, sugar went up.
Age
Okay.
also went up.
Yeah,
Weight also went up.
Okay, haircut also went up. So now for special limited of time, we're going to give you at 1,808 for the first 6 people only, and you get a free workbook. Okay, so call us. Do not be penny wise, pound foolish. So on a hindsight is that you need to select a house before you purchased it. Just like you go for shopping for a pair of jeans, you really want to test out the seams, you want to test out the zip, whether it's okay or not. You know, you're going to buy a car, you test drive. But how many people actually go and do a proper house selection? Yes, you will tell people, oh, my agent tells me it's near the school, the agent tells me it's near the MRT. Hello, agents only want to sell you the house. After you moved in, how your being is your own problems. Okay, there's nothing wrong with the agents. Agents are just doing their job. They just want to, their job is to sell the house. After that, it's your problem. They probably
most importantly, don't go by your gut feeling. Oh, I feel good walking into this house.
that is the biggest mistake, master. Yeah.
External, you do not know what's affecting you.
Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have problems go and think back. What Masters has just mentioned, the 2012, 2013, 2014, these 3 years, you have atrocities, you have difficulties, you have problems. Your first daughter and second daughters are having issues or it was difficult pregnancy, or you are currently experiencing family members having stroke problems, history, or blood problems, or heart problems, or eyesight issues, or even the breast, because South will represent the breast, okay? Vessels, nerve. If we are spot on these issues, please call 8448-7416, okay? We are able to help you. Do not be in a state of denial. Okay, you are already paying so much money for the property. You want the property to help you. Okay, not you help the property. Okay, you understand what I mean? Okay, think about it. Okay, good. So for friends who are thinking of getting a book, this is the QR code. For friends who are thinking of getting a Feng Shui audit done, this is also the QR code. And for friends who wants to get a house selection done, this will be the QR code. Okay. Good. And now for the fan club, we also want you to join the fan club because we have a lot of information, more information to share with you. You can call 8448-7416 to look for Wendy if you want to join the fan club. Whatever we just shared is important, but for fan club members, we go deeper. Okay, it's like that one fair. Why? People want to pay money.
Some tips too.
People pay money. You know, we also not doing this for charity. You know, we also have a family to sustain. So please, you know, everything is we're very upfront. We never say we won't tell say we are very upfront. We are doing a business, okay? We don't cheat you. Yeah. The difference between us is this: we tell you the price, and that's it already. We're not like those unscrupulous Feng Shui masters. Like I said, I don't care what people think about me. Come in to you with a very cheap entry level price. After the moment you go in and tell you everything that's not good, and then they take thousands and thousands of dollars from you for auspicious item, and that's the worst type. Okay, or you go to the Feng Shui master shop and they tell you to buy this and buy that and put this and put that. They don't even go to your house. Okay, so that's all very unscrupulous. Okay, come, let's back to business again. Business as proper. Again, this is with a map, and this will be the north, south, east, west. Okay, this is a concern, the east side. Okay, master, this is the one I'm talking about. Bow and arrow. That's this road. Now imagine, would you want to stand in front of the bow or behind the bow? In front of the bow and arrow, you shoot people. Behind the bow and arrow, you get shot. Sorry, in front you get shot. Behind you shoot people. So you want to tell me you want to be in front or behind? And unfortunately, if you are standing in Leedon Green, there is a bow and arrow coming from the east side. It represents what? Okay, what does it represent? It represents a few things. If you are expecting a first boy, it could be three things. First, difficult pregnancy. Okay, that means a lot of morning sickness and etc. etc. Second, your difficult labor. Meaning to say, during the labor, that part it could be a complication. Third, when a child is born, very easy prone to illnesses or very difficult to bring it up, cry in the middle of the night or very throw a lot of tantrums, etc. Okay, on a personal level, betrayer. Okay, having said that, Masters have already mentioned, let's just give you a little bit what it's going to share in the fan club, but just a little bit more. Masters have mentioned that the reputation is going to be tarnished because of the Southeast sector. Masters also mentioned that South sector also about relationship. Yes, there could be a betrayal straight away on relationship in the year 2023. Think back. When you were 2021, 2011, not 21, so pardon me, 2011, 13 years ago, if you had a breakup, okay, I don't care whether it's puppy love or your first love, whatever. If there's a breakup, there was a betrayer, there was a backstab, there was somebody who borrowed money from you but never returned. Okay, you got a missed promotion. Then you come again in 2023. So you have to address it, and we are able to help you address it. Okay, to address it, please call 8448-7416. Okay, now having said this already, Masters, we did the south. Now it's my turn to do the southwest, right?
Yep.
Okay, southwest. I always stress the northeast and southwest. So today is my turn to do the southwest. Okay, so what is southwest? Southwest represents mother of the house. Okay, it also can represent the grandmother. So you only get promoted once the moment you become a mother. Okay, so southwest represents earth elements. It represents the year 2015, 2016. Future will be 2027, 2028. The body parts for southwest are your uterus, and the whole family member's digestive system. Right? Again, people ask me this question: my uterus? No. If you have a daughter, her uterus as well. Okay, if you have your cousins that stay inside with you the house, or your mates staying with you, yes, her uterus as well. If she's a female, of course, your cousin has to be female cousin now. Okay, yeah, yeah. I don't know. So these days can be, things can be a bit cooked up. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, look into your tummy. I'm not quite happy with the tummy because there's a lot of construction going on, your Holland Hill and things like that, not so good for the tummy. Also stress for the uterus, okay? And I also want you to be careful on certain things that mother in this family can be a bit thrifty, okay? Which is good. Thrifty, thrifty in a way that you want to 贪小便宜, you want to be penny wise, pound foolish. So if you are already experiencing this, please make sure that you take care of your health properly. Okay. If you are already experiencing some digestive problems, speak to us because we have experience helping clients with constipations to resolve it very easily. Okay, very easily. All right. Of course, you may say, Yakult can do it. Yeah. Apart from Yakult, apart from your Vitagen and Yakult. Okay. What other things? If your customer, if you're doing business, your customer base, some are good, some are quite cheapo. Okay. Ask for discount, late paymaster, etc. Okay.
I think overseas customers are better.
Yeah. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, please pay attention to your customer base. Especially credit terms, etc. I foresee problems with credit terms. Okay, Master, please. Hold on. Let's ask our audience. You're benefiting from it. Any questions?
Yeah.
If you want to ask us now, shoot. Okay, we will definitely be able to answer you. Okay, if I don't know how to answer you, my two masters here are able to answer you. Okay, Wendy can help chip in as well. Wendy watched so many times already. I'm sure
She's the best master
she's
among
the best
us.
master, yeah. Right. And people bombard Wendy with all kinds of funny questions. Okay, and Wendy can tell you a lot about her own experience. Okay, good. So if any questions, just key in. We'll definitely be able to share online and tell you how we can address it. All right. So, Master Eric, please tell us more about your West sector.
West sector is quite beautiful here. Sorry, I got to take away my eyes to look at the site. West sector, wow, what we have here? We have this MRT, Holland Village MRT. We have this St. James Church, and what else? What else around there? And
Bow and
this,
arrow.
Holland flyover leading to the MRT area. Okay, that means West also represents the communication. Okay, West represents joy. West represents our mouth. Okay, and West also represents our lungs. And West is metal element. Okay, if you're by looking at the environment right now, okay, before I say the bad one, it looks quite good. Okay, with a good, nice long highway leading to the MRT station and the St. James Church over there. So it's well supported. Okay, but there is one or two bad arrow coming into the west. Okay, I think that one we share later or not.
No, go ahead, Master. Please go and share.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it highlighted?
Yes, highlighted already. That's the screen that we are seeing. The people are seeing this screen now.
Okay,
Yeah. Okay.
So what does it mean? Is that people talking bad about you from behind? Yes. Okay. Or you say there is communication. Communication also means your deals with people. You're dealing with people. It can people smile in front of you and jab you from behind. So smiling tiger. So that is a very dangerous thing because you do not know, because your environment shows it. So now you know that West is 2017 back then, and then it's coming at 2029. So if 2029, you're going to have some big dealings or having to partnership with people, do a check, do a background check, and watch it carefully. Yeah, be more detailed, so you don't want to happen again. Like 2017 back then. Yeah.
Good, Master. West represent which children, Master?
Oh, sorry. Also represents the second girl. No, third girl.
Third girl.
Yeah,
Yeah,
third
third
girl.
girl. Okay. So we always tell people we like the MRT station. MRT station is a congregation of people. You know, we liked it so much. Okay. If you're experiencing some loss of kin in the year 2017, you may want to watch out on the coming 2029. If you have dental problems, throat problems, or what Master mentioned, you know, always got this
Breathing.
yeah, so eczema, yeah, okay. And if you are experiencing debt collection problems, okay, in your current company, that means people are owing you a lot of money, you got a lot of bad debts. That's also a sector you want to watch out for, because collection is a big problem for you. And you have a lot of summons, or you have some legal case in the year 2017, pardon me, why am I saying 1917? 2017. All right, yeah, if you have 2017, you have some legal case, you want to be careful. Okay, it's going to come back to you again in 2029. Some people will say, oh yeah, 2029 so far away, over already, I'm going to move on in 3 years time. Hello, 12 months, you know, it's also one cycle. All right, 24 hours is also one cycle. You also will have one cycle, not just 12 years. It should be 1 year. It's also 12 months. Okay, so please, you also need to watch out. Okay, but that, generally speaking, it's also quite a good area. You have MRT station and your church, and then you have your CC.
Yeah.
Master, do you realize that the east and west are all shooting at each other? Okay.
I ever did an analysis, right?
Yes, Master.
For a lady with a bow and arrow, you know, on the west. She was divorced. Then when you talk to her, right, it's very difficult to communicate. She's like shooting arrow at you. Always got reasons for everything.
State of denial.
Yes.
West is communication.
Yes. Then you look at this road up and down and down. 讲话拐弯抹角.
Yeah, I'm not saying you don't know how to talk. I'm just saying that you are just conservative in your sharing, lah. Okay, you tend to be very reserved in your sharing. It can also be you are, because there's a camp there. It's a Maju camp, I think. So you can also, on a website, it can be also when your talk are very straightforward, like passing command. You know, people may 听着可能有意啊，讲着可能没有意啊。Okay, maybe you are just, that's where you communicate, but then you can also be too direct for people.
Don't be too harsh.
Don't be too harsh. Okay, don't just say you're so fat. You must say, oh, I think we need to look into your weight management because I think it's better for your health. Go one round lah.
You must be living a very good life.
Yeah, wow, so nourished. You know, but collagen too much not so good, lor. You know, something like that lah. You know, wow, your hairstyle so no. Okay, no, let's not talk about hairstyle. Okay, good. So I hope you are enjoying our session here. You know, we are everything we share already lah. Never hold back lah. A few things we share. Okay, I like the Northwest a lot. So it's my turn already. Right? I'll do your turn, Master.
We mix up. Let me share, then you add on.
Okay. I got a bit confused already. I must be the North sector, not so good. Okay. Okay, go ahead, Master.
Okay.
Please tell us.
Northwest, right? If you look at the map closely, it's like empty spaces. Actually, it's not empty spaces. It's landed properties. Okay, then another thing, right? Northwest actually represents father. Besides that, it also represents money and authority. Okay, so when we talk about the Northwest sector, right, if it's all landed, right, it shows that the father is bringing in quite a lot of money. Okay, but it also tells us that if he spend money, right, also spend quite a lot. He's also a very big spender. So that means he like to buy maybe very high class things or expensive things. Okay, all the cheapskate things, right? The father 看不上眼 one. Then look, there's an embassy down there. So sometimes, right, the father is also of a authoritative figure. Okay, but generally, right, I think the Northwest, right, is pretty good, pretty strong.
Yeah.
Okay, best of all, if you get the Leedon, right, you choose an unblocked sector that the Northwest is unblocked one, right, is even better.
Yeah, our clients who stay in the Leedons, and both three gentlemen are all doing wonderfully well. Okay, gentlemen, they did better when they become better even after becoming their father. Extremely well. Okay, yeah, I like the Northwest a lot. So, Master Eric, please tell us more about Northwest, please.
Sorry.
Please tell us more about Northwest. So we are looking outside because because this guy is going to knock on my door soon. I'm going to be disturbed.
He also tells us
but
that
it's not me.
he also tells us that the year maybe 2018 and 19, right, there's opportunity comes knocking.
Yeah, I see people want to give puzzles to me. Yeah,
So
yeah,
when
yeah.
2030, 2031 comes, right, there will be opportunity knocking on your door.
Okay.
The guy is carrying a box, a parcel, and you gotta watch out for this kind of people with very little hair. The guy.
机会敲上门了。
I don't know why I want to partner with this type of people. You know, keep having enjoying that
Hair
time.
issue,
Having hairy issue. Okay, so northwest represents like what Master said, authority and money, and also represents the year 2018 and 2019. If you're 2018, 2019, it's very good. Very good. Congratulations. All right. So you can come back again in 2030, 2031. Now, the people, because the northeast represents children, and then northeast has immorality. Basically, children who are born in this house, generally speaking, right, are better off. The family are better off. Got a bit of money. Actually, father is very hardworking. It's also a diplomat. 讲话比较婉转. Okay, and you know diplomat lah, politicians when they talk, right, they be slapping you, but you feel comfortable also. So you will not get a straight answer from these people also. Okay, let's just bring back a little bit about the South sector, the relationship thing. I know I'm just jumping all over the balls because this thing just came to my mind. I think recently we had a political general election in Malaysia. And I think everybody's seeing that the pictures been circulating around. When you marry a woman, you can be in prison, but a woman is going to make you into a PM. You marry the wrong woman, okay? You can be a PM, but the woman is going to make you into a prisoner. Okay, I think that's been circulating around, and I think it's very funny. So when we have South sector that's underpassed, okay, so cherish your spouse, cherish the relationship. Okay, you may not want to change woman because the wrong woman will create a lot of problems for your family. Okay, judging from the west coming with the arrows and then east coming with arrows, right? So relationship may even have problems by 2023 next year.
Well, there's a flyover, there is an underpass, there's a 上工, there's a 下工.
Yeah, it's just amazing. Okay, so don't play a fool. Don't play a fool. Okay, anything to share, Master Eric, about the Northwest?
Yeah, you said everything, you guys.
Oh, say everything already, huh? Okay, so good lah. Okay, so embrace yourself, people. If you stay in this house, Children Academy. So South represents Children Academy as well. So trying times lah, means to say that children need to go for maybe very good in their studies, but come to exam times, they just nervous and make a lot of careless mistakes.
Maybe he will just copy from his friend. Underpass, ma.
Oh, clever. These are the people that become diplomat and politicians. Okay. Okay. So academic wise, challenging, very challenging. Okay. The moment you hit underpass, also if you are thinking of betting on World Cup, don't bother. Okay, because South also represents terrible.
They will underpass you.
Yeah, terrible bettings. Okay. So try not to be funny here. Don't go and bet all your life savings away. Okay. Paperwork, Master. We need to watch out for paperwork as well. Yeah.
A lot more things.
Yeah.
Come to a fan club, we talk about it.
Yeah. Good. Okay. So this is the concern we have from Holland Village, from the Google map. Okay. So 2 routes. So there'll be at least 2 betrayal in the year 2029. Okay. If you were betrayed 2017, then you want to see whether be careful lah. History is going to repeat itself again. You want to look in it.
Call 8448 7416.
By calling 8448 7416 doesn't mean you're not betrayal. By calling 8448 7416, make an appointment for the master to go and see your house, address it, then you can avoid these atrocities. Okay. Okay. Good. We'll talk a bit about the site plan. This site plan is basically north, south, east, west again. Again, I want to highlight to you the south west sector and the south sector. We already got problem with the south sector because the south sector is the underpass, right?
Yep.
So again, it reflected on the side plan. The south sector is missing corner. It's just one portion that's missing. I think I just boxed it out with an orange box. It's missing. Your southwest sector as well. It's also a missing corner. When the southwest sector is missing, problems will happen in depressions or anxiety attack. Okay, or uterus. I did mention about uterus. Remember? Okay, so this are not so good for you. So
Very
mother,
difficult to save money.
yeah, right. Mother, please, underappreciated lah. So I want to speak for the mother, the lady of the house. Yes, gentlemen, if you really love your wife, LV, Gucci, all cannot save her now, must buy one now. Okay, so mommy, I have your support already. Don't say I never help you. Okay. The second thing is that there is a tennis court in the northeast sector. So tennis court represents wood element. Northeast represents earth element. So when you have a wood element in the earth element, you will punish the earth. And what's going to happen? Sinus problem, skin, maybe eczema, the more prone to eczema problem, shoulder problems, neck problems, or even hands, a lot of issues. If you are experiencing all these issues already, please seek help. Call 448-7416. Okay.
Anxiety,
Yeah.
unstable,
Correct. Career also lah, tong-tang lah. Sometimes the boss give you kind of problems. If you are in business, then you got problems. Your customer cheapo. Like I just mentioned your customer cheapo already. Did I mention just now?
Yep.
Yeah, customer cheapo, bad paymaster. The worst thing is that they agree on a price, right? Then they pay you late, or they don't pay you on time. Then maybe you have to call cash flow problem already. Yeah, okay. Because your website is having two bow and arrow. Your customer don't want to pay you money on. This is bad paymaster one. Okay. Good. Let's go into the. Before we go there, Master, you anything to add on to this site map? I was just too quick on my fingers, Master.
No.
Yeah.
Actually, I spotted a triangle shape on the northwest. The triangle represents fire, so it's actually countering the northwest. So this is something that we probably have to address it. Yeah. So call 8448-7416.
What's the problem that's going to happen if the northwest has triangle? What does triangle represent, Master?
Triangle represents fire element. Okay, right. So when we talk about northwest, right, it signifies our head. So probably we'll have migraines issue for the father, especially. Yeah. So this is something that we want to address it.
I think by looking at the big picture, father quite capable. A little bit of headache, migraine, I think is
normal lah,
negligible.
钱要赚头痛不可能没有的啦
Yeah.
Okay, so good. Right. See, the moment the masters will give you all good.
The thing is, you earn a lot, right? Then the southwest missing 你存不到. Some of the father cannot like to spend money.
Yeah, southwest missing also the wife's not helping out the husband. Okay, so. Yeah, I was just talking about to my class, my friends this morning, so big 成功背后的男人有个女人，对不对？ So but you must understand, ladies and gentlemen, ladies especially. So if you tell people, 他的成功 is because of you, the success of a man because of you are the one who created success. But what if your man is a failure? What kind of woman is behind a man that's a failure? Okay, so think about it. All right. Must always be supportive to your husband, to the man. All right. The man needs happiness and stroke. Okay, that's it. They need your confirmation. All right, good. So this is what we do when it comes to house selection. We also pick the best floor plans for you. As you can see, this is a floor plan of a condominium. They are green sector. So green sector means it's protruding out from the box or the blue box. Okay, so they are very good. So if, for example, if you have the green sector in the north, green sector in the north, it represents very good year in 2020, 2021, 2022. Okay,
this is not Leedon Green, right?
This is not Leedon Green. This is an example.
Example.
This is an example. Okay, so but you have problems with your south. Right, for example, Leedon Green has problems in the south. Then your south has box or pink colors, especially. Now you see your southwest got pink color, your west got pink color. Then you got problems again. So you have problems in the year 2014, 2026, 2027, 28, 29, for example. This is an example. So if you have problems like what you see in Leedon Green, that your west is going to have problem collections, money collections, or maybe even speech impairment, and then your west is missing. Synchronized. Okay, problems. All right. But when you select a house, I always tell people the northeast and the southwest cannot go missing. If not, anxiety attack or depression will set in very quickly. If you have northeast and southwest missing, the beautiful white goes into the house or come out.
Yeah, family will not be stable.
Yeah. Anxiety, like just noisy, lor. Just not harmonized, lor. Huh? Okay. And a lot of health problems. Okay. Good. Wendy, this will be the link to the book. Okay. To the books. So screenshot, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get the book, and if you find it useful, please forward to your friend who needs it. Okay. Do not forward to your rival. All right, because these are very useful. Okay. Again, a bit of Koyo. Will be the QR code for house selection, workbook, and then our Feng Shui audit. Okay, so support us. All right. So our next Feng Shui talk will be in 10th of October.
October.
So 10th
December.
of December, pardon me, 10th of December, Saturday, 3/13. You'll be Sinica Residences. I think this one's going to be hot and favorite. It's just I was just checking my property agents. He says, well, this one upcoming. A lot of people is going to talk about this. Okay, then since a lot of people are going to talk about this, we're going to share with you. Okay.
And I'll be away from 10th December on a holiday.
讨厌 all the
cool.
masters away. 哎呀，不
So
要讲了，
cool.
不要讲了。Okay， 不要讲了。Okay。Wendy also be away. Okay, go and do her hair some more. All right, good. So we're going to talk about this on the 10th of December, and then now let's go for the Leedon Green's stars. How many stars we're going to give to Leedon Green? Right. The first is Master Simas. He's going to give 3 stars. Okay, Master Eric again is also 3 stars. Please explain to us why Master Eric you're going to give 3 stars.
Actually, okay, this area is pretty nice. Okay, accessibility is quite good. Okay, MRTs around, highways around, and forested area. So overall, you get a very good balance of living area, and over there there's a lot of unblocked. If you're living up high, it's very unblocked and pretty nice to see it. Yeah. So not to worry of what we just said about all the sectors. It all can be addressed internally in your house. Okay. Outside, not right. We make it right inside.
Yeah, they can only not to worry when they call us lah. If they don't call us, then I'm sorry, you really need to worry. Okay, yeah, really need to worry. If you are giving your sons music lessons, right, be very good. Okay, which son? Call us, I tell you. Okay, Master, please go ahead. Master Charlene today is not around with us on holiday again. Okay, so
Not again.
still on holiday.
Still
Still
on holiday.
on holiday. Wow, long holiday.
So cool.
Yeah, I wish we were there, right? Yeah, Yeah. Okay, Master Ko, please tell us 3 stars.
Okay, I give 3 stars is because, right, generally there's MRT station around. So for career advancement, there will always be there. Okay, the rest of the other issue, like we just now, the underpass and stuff like this, right, all can be addressed. That is why I give them a 3 star. I don't fail them.
All right, good. Thank you, Master. Oh, Master Sharon and myself are also giving it 3 stars. Our philosophy is the same. Our what we clear is with the same as what Master says. We like the 2 MRT stations. The moment you have MRT station, it's very good for you. And we have MRT station in the north. It's also symbolized that if done correctly, your career and your children are going to be very well brought up. Okay, and we like the 2 MRT stations. And most, of course, I also like the northwest sector. Has a lot of beautiful, rich landed properties. Okay, so money is not an issue. Okay, the green in the east sector also very good for next year, provided you do it properly. If not, there'll be betrayal. Maybe people don't want to give you money, or But it can be addressed. Like I said, it can be addressed. It's difficult to find a house. Like I said, what Master Eric said, it's beautiful unblocked view. If you get an unblocked view, then it's beautiful. You get a lot of opportunities, a lot of a good feng shui, a lot of good vibes.
You can never find a perfect house.
Yeah, cannot. Good. All right. So having said that, fan club. If you are interested in the fan club, please call Wendy 8448-7416. Like I said, we are not paid by the developers or property agents or any company to talk about the properties. So we are sharing out of our own knowledge and our own educations. So we want to thank you for all the good times, and then thank you for a good evening, afternoon. All right. So before Wendy, you have anything to say? You're arranging your hair. Oh, you're not in yet. Let me put it in. Okay. Okay. Laugh under, smile under like that. Just can't hear her. Can you hear her?
No. No, can't hear you.
You must unmute yourself.
All right, thank you, Wendy. So the takeaway for today: be nice to your neighbor. Support local company. We are a local company, and have a very good afternoon. I think it's going to rain soon, so bring in the clothes. Okay. Support our TikTok. We need your support in our TikTok. Circle 96. Please go and help us to follow and like our TikTok.
Share to your friends
Share to
too.
your friends. Okay. Yeah. All right. So creating content is not easy. We really we really try and work very hard to create content. You see lah, y'all must really stay around with good people lah. I really must see my own house feng shui. Okay, thank you. See you guys. Bye bye.
Bye.